I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully is disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little girl, man. And I'm gonna tell them where I'm at. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset. Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maze Madman. I'm here with my guy,
the Maniac.
We got a dope show lined up for y'all tonight. We got a very special guest, former radio host, former morning show host. If you're in the Cleveland area, you know this guy. Former program director, currently the one half of the host of Minister Sports. We're gonna get into all of that with no further ado, none other than Kris Drew. Ladies and gentlemen, golf claps all around. Golf
I
claps.
hate y'all.
Kris, you are in the big chair tonight. First of all, thank you for accepting the invite to come on. How you feeling today?
Really good, man. Obviously, like this week has not really been a holiday week for Ohio State fans the last couple of years, but you know, I am excited about this Saturday, doing well, but just kind of working a lot and really excited to talk ball.
Are you excited? Are you excited about this Saturday?
Yeah, I am. No, I am. I think it's gonna be a coronation, and I'm excited because you guys know. Hold up. I mean, I know Maniac knows. I do the thing where like I react to y'all melting down when y'all lose, and so I'm excited to make a crazy round when we beat you on Saturday. That's what I'm excited about. I'm excited because we're gonna see some crazy shit from y'all. Y'all have one of the better crash out scenes in Michigan media, and I'll be taking full advantage. So yeah, I'm excited, but it's gonna be a lot of work. It's always a lot of work.
Absolutely, man. And right on that note, let's start right there before we go back. You obviously one half of the host of Minister Sports. Y'all do great work over there. I've jumped in a couple of the chats. It's a fun time in that chat, by the way. That said, you do the dead air sports thing, which I like. And as a former radio personality myself, you know, dead air, and that means something to people who've been in radio. You can't have that, by the way. But on that note, what made you start to really focus on the dead air and doing what you're doing now with, you know, kind of breaking down other people's videos and content and stuff like that?
I had a staff that obviously was put together back when I was on radio, and I get asked a lot of times about like my creation journey, kind of my process, and it more started as like a kind of a side passion project because at some point, guys, like I want to just be a solo host of the Kris Drew Show and be able to kind of give my own thoughts, but I'm someone that, like, outside of just loving the sport, I love media. And I think you have to love media to wake up every morning at like 4 a.m. to like go in and like talk on the radio. And the first person you see every morning is your co-host. So I started the Dead Air Sports channel more as kind of a way for me to like get back into talk radio rhythm and kind of get back into like post-production, like creating sounds and like creating a feel to a channel, I guess, because, I like nostalgic radio. And then on top of that, what I ended up wanting to do and what I want to do moving forward is offer a lot of commentary, like about kind of the creative space, and also commentary about like certain teams, certain situations, and a lot of the stuff that like happens behind closed doors. I think over the last like 3 years, I've gotten like privy to like information about coaching searches and information about like NIL stuff. And I want to like cover the underbelly of college athletics and professional athletics while also kind of like talking about kind of the media atmosphere, because I don't think anybody does that, and that's something that I'm really interested in doing. So that's kind of the start of that channel, and I'm having a blast. So it's been cool to not only like cover other creators, but to also like kind of critique myself as well. So it's been cool.
Yeah. No doubt, man. As you know how I get, man, but at the end of the day, I know how to turn it on and off. And I salute you, my brother. Like you're absolutely, you put in work. You're doing your thing. No one can take that from you, whether they like you or not. You're definitely doing you. So I wanted to know, Kris, first, Where were you raised at? Born and raised at?
I was born in Atlanta, but I was raised in Akron, Ohio. Like I'm about 10 minutes from St. V. I'm about 8 minutes from downtown, or about 11 minutes from downtown, maybe. But yeah, no, I'm from Akron, and born in Atlanta, raised in Akron. So
okay, so do you do you have any siblings? Are you the only child?
Yeah, so I'm the oldest of four oldest of four, and kind of my immediate siblings. I've got a sister, huge Michigan fan. And she
The best woman in the earth. God bless her soul.
she was, and then I've got a little brother who's 9 and another little sister that's 11. And then I got 2 other siblings I haven't met before, but like my family that's in Akron is me and then those 3. Or me and Kaylee moved, but you get the idea.
All right. So you was raised in Akron. So was sports your first passion? Was it music? Like what got you into, sports? Obviously you're a big OSU fan, and we know your mother graduated from UM, but I'll let you explain that. I don't get it. But anyway.
No, so honestly, my family's really big into art. Like if you walk around any of our homes, it's like you'll see a lot of art on the walls, all that they've done. I'm not good at art, but so I'm not good at it, so I just admire it. But no, honestly, man, like my uncle was a big Ohio State fan and a big sports fan. There wasn't really a lot of sports kind of in my mom's house. It kind of wasn't where it was. I've never met my dad before. So like there's no like my uncle was kind of like the father figure for me growing up. And we didn't really do sports in my own house. And my uncle was my neighbor, and his whole basement was Ohio State filled. And so whenever I'd go over there, he would be, have on old games, dating back year after year after year, just year round. So I got into football, college football specifically, like from that and from him. And then my first job was doing stats for high school games in Ohio. And so, I would do the OHSAA, like game of the week. I got to see like Joe Burrow play St. V. I got to see like Massillon when Garen Conley was committed to Michigan, then he flipped. So like I was just around high school football from a really early age. I was small. I got the high school guys. I was 13 years old in high school. And so like, playing football was kind of out of the question. And so I was like obsessed with tape and stuff like that. And it's funny, man, the guy that taught me how to taught me the most football, like from more of like a, learn how to watch it standpoint, was this guy named Kris Woolley. He was a math teacher at the high school I went to. And he was the quarterback at St. V when LeBron went to St. V. And so I would just sit there and listen to him tell stories about he set all these passing records. And I was like Coach Woolley, were you any good? And he was like, no, wasn't really that good, but I had LeBron. And so it was just kind of like, throw it deep. But after I didn't have LeBron, I had to learn how to play football. So that's kind of what got me into, I've always been into sports. Like I played baseball growing up. So like baseball is my sport. And then I love boxing. So I watch a ton of boxing too.
Oh,
straight up my man's alley here.
Yeah.
Kris, before we get into the meat and potatoes of tonight, which is
Anthony, let me stop you real quick. Tuck Static said you're not an athlete. Basically, I actually played rugby at the University of Akron. So before anybody says anything about me not being tough or whatever, I played rugby at the University of Akron. And actually,
I respect that. Rugby is no joke.
No joke. No pass.
That is tough.
In high school, I set the state record for scoring in sevens. Like I really played rugby for real.
Okay. The record for giving out the most waters in 1 minute.
I was crazy at rugby, man.
First of all, you went to a school that had rugby?
Yeah. Wow.
High school.
Yeah, man. But a lot of schools have rugby. We played Tennessee one time. We played NC State one time. We played Louisville before. The best team I ever played was VMI. They were crazy. That's the Virginia Military Institute or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not talking about college. College, I expect that. I'm talking about high school.
Oh, in
high school.
Well, actually, it's funny because since not every school near me had a rugby team, you got to play for the next closest school.
Okay, all right. Very nice. All right. Speaking let's stay right there. First of all, you're from Akron. Who's the GOAT? Is it LeBron or is it Mike?
It's LeBron.
Stop it. All right. Enough.
Come on. Wait, y'all know I'm from Akron though, right? Like y'all know I'm from Akron.
You can keep it real.
Yeah.
That's like
But then
I'm from
again,
Ohio. I'm from Ohio myself, and LeBron's not
Kris,
the GOAT.
how old are you? Because I know you're young.
How old do you think I am?
You're about 30 years old, 31.
I'm 28.
Okay.
28. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right there. Yeah, right there. Okay. You're a baby,
Yeah,
man.
it makes sense. It makes sense for LeBron to be your
Yeah,
GOAT.
it's
Then
okay.
I ain't mad
Okay.
at it.
Man, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
It's
well,
okay.
well, not only am I from Akron, but I'm from West Akron. Like that's the side of town LeBron's on.
Okay.
LeBron golfs.
That makes more sense. All right.
Yeah.
Listen, LeBron's a great player. He's just not the greatest. Moving on.
He golfs at the country club that's 3 minutes from my house. So it's like every now and again in the offseason, you'll see LeBron drive down the street that leads into my neighborhood. And so like I can't like sit here and like tell you that MJ's the GOAT when the GOAT's
Respect.
on the
I
road.
get, but you loyal. You being loyal. I respect that. I
It's
respect
all
your
good,
loyalty.
man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Blue Wolverine. Thanks for the $4.99. He said the Kris Drew curse lives on. Go Blue.
Brutal. I don't know.
Hey,
Do you know what that's from?
First, Kris.
I joined Menace to Sports. Me and Zach started our daily show, and since that day, Ohio State has not beaten Michigan.
Wow.
Well, I hope you stay there in perpetuity.
Just real quick, but before like May said, we get into the game. How did you and Zach connect on that? You know, how you guys got together and chose to do, Menace to Sports.
Yeah. So I was hosting a show, a more sports information, like sports underbelly show, which is kind of the reason I started Dead Air Sports. It's called Drew's Views. It was a weekend show. And it was kind of like sports investigative journalism. And that was right around the time when Zach was going through his case. And I was obviously looking into it and like doing my work. And we ended up connecting through a friend of mine that I had met, and he ended up inviting us over for the 2019 Michigan State Ohio State game. And I met him there, and he had a radio board. And for me, that's like home. So it's like I gave him a couple tips and what I would do, differently with the sound, try to get the sound quality the right way, normal, like all like sound nerd stuff. And then later on, we ended up connecting about, hey, like if we're going to do, like, if I want to turn this into something, how would you do it? And like brainstorm with me. And then we came up with the daily show idea. And then he asked if I would do it with him. So we ended up connecting 2 times over the course of 3 years because of that.
Okay.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah.
All right. So let's turn the page a little bit. All right. Enough of this getting your background and all of that.
Yeah.
We know who you are now, right?
Thank you.
By the way, credit to you and credit to Zach for not being on the hammer train, right?
Thank you.
Whether or not you think that some cheating took place or not is another thing, but you certainly weren't on the hammer train, so credit to you guys for that. But recently something did happen to you guys, and it's unfortunate, and I think it's a bad look, obviously, on the platform itself. But YouTube has now looks like they took your channel completely off. Tell us a little bit about that, how that come about, and what you guys were going through.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like it's funny, like you guys are the first people I've talked to, like kind of on a mic about this. So salute to you guys. I'm going to speak really candidly. I've spent years obsessing over growing that YouTube. Since CJ Stroud was a quarterback at Ohio State, and recently, I believe, YouTube went through some like automation changes, and they are using AI to detect some things, and maybe something we were doing flagged in their algorithm. And it's tricky because they don't tell you exactly what it is. And, they opted to strike the channel down. And because of that, like, the work that I've kind of put in the last, 4 years to get to like 37,000, like that's not easy, man. And so yesterday was a real tough pill to swallow, but from my standpoint, like I've got Dead Air Sports, I work on Empire Sports Media. I got Fireside Yankees, and like, for me, like I can't slow down. So, I gave myself a couple of hours to like be down on myself, but being down on myself didn't help the work get done. And I love Menace to Sports, but I'm a firm believer that like, I can do it again. And whether it's with Dead Air Sports or it's with Menace to Sports, like I can do it again. So keep my head up, man, and just trying to like keep working. And then at the end of the day, like I do this more for my own ego than I do it for the growth of a platform. So
absolutely,
just gotta Just gotta keep my head down and work.
Yeah, I just know it's, without a doubt, man, it's a lot of work to goes on behind the scenes, man. And you guys were doing it, man. And the fact that all that hard work just, boom, out the door, that shit sucks, man. And so is there any plans, what are you and Zach gonna reconnect, or just like, yo, listen, I'm gonna go my way, you go your way, we'll figure it out? I mean, I know y'all still cool, but what are the plans, if there's any, for you and Zach to reunite and continue Menace to Sports?
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna keep working. We recorded today, posted it on like Apple and on podcast, and we also put it on Rumble as well. And then we'll get together at the end of the season and like kind of sort through some things, and kind of figure out. But like obviously, like, I love Zach and I love the work we've done on Menace, and I want it to continue. So that's kind of where I'm at. But with that being said, also like Dead Air Sports for me, like when the Menace to Sports YouTube goes down, it's all right. Like, let me sink my teeth in, because I think Dead Air Sports is like a really cool project, and like me, Ron, Q, and Tyler have put in a good amount of work, and so if I've got a chance to like do a lot of work with Menace and try to rebuild and see where we're at, and then also continue kind of this new lane that I think I'm carving with Dead Air Sports, I'm gonna do both. So
yeah,
that's what's up, man. All right, let's do it. This Saturday, a certain team, a vile, disgusting, cesspool-ridden team from Columbus, makes their way north to A2 to take on America's team in the Michigan Wolverines. By the way, I got to give you guys some credit. Let me before I go forward. Number one team in America, defending national champions, number one defense. Scoring defense in America, allowing less than 8 points per game, which is crazy. And all of these things that are going well for you. They got the quarterback has the best completion percentage in America. I think he has the best passing efficiency in America as well, which, if you got the best completion percentage, it just makes sense. But all of these things going to Ann Arbor, are you as confident as you were about this game, about any of the other 11?
I mean, obviously, like I can't be as confident in this game, right? Like, look, I think we're gonna beat you guys. I do, and I'm expecting to beat you guys. But at the same time, like I'm not gonna sit here and be delusional. Like I wasn't awake and alive for the last 4 years, where I thought I was going to beat you guys each of the last 4 years. So, I can definitely acknowledge that I don't feel as good about this game as I did about even Texas. I thought we were gonna handle Texas, and honestly, like it's not like we've had many Titans that can match us on the schedule. And Ryan Day, he has not done the thing that Urban Meyer sometimes did and like lose to bad teams. Like, so I haven't been nervous this year.
Right.
With that being said, man, I mean, obviously, like all the stats you just mentioned, like I acknowledge for this game, you throw it out the window, because you guys were horrible last year. You guys sucked last year, and
we did. We did.
You don't have to say it like that. You don't got to say it like that.
No, but it's true. Y'all sucked, and that's what made last year so shitty for me. Like I'm Kris Drew. It's supposed to be a coronation. I don't know if you guys know. I invited a bunch of people to my house. I had a live stream camera on. It was
we saw some of that, right?
Yeah, man. I think Red Ranger clips it up Red Ranger clips it every now and again and tweets it out. I was saying at the beginning of the thing, like winning by 3 is not enough. I need a blowout. It's about to be a coronation. Like I know what's coming.
Right.
And as the game was going on, we weren't pulling away. And then we get to the point where it's like, wait a second, we're getting punched in the body and we're not getting back up. And it felt like we were the skillful boxer last year. We had all the skill in the world. And yet for some reason we wanted to engage in a brawl, and we're not conditioned for that. And so last year's game sucked because we were a better team. You guys sucked. You guys had no offense, and it was at home. And the comments after the game, learn how to lose, I think is super corny, but
it was the best comment ever.
That's a loser comment. Learn how to lose is terrible. But yeah, no, you guys sucked and you beat us, and we won a natty. And so like I love that we won a natty. I was at the natty. It was a coronation. That was the real coronation. I knew we were going to go in there and win that game. It was Notre Dame. But I still look back and like think like, damn, like one of the great Buckeye teams maybe ever got tainted because they lost to them, right?
Thank
Like
you.
if we just lost to Oregon, if we just lost to Oregon and beat y'all, it's whatever. But we lost to y'all, and so that and a team that sucks. I'm gonna keep saying it. We lost.
No. We couldn't be that bad. Listen.
But Mace, it feels even better because they lost to that team that sucks. And that
Bro,
team
we beat an Alabama team that a lot of people thought should be in the playoff, right?
Happened to be a rival. But I get what he means. I mean, we were a bad team, right? And see that, Kris, I could respect that, right? Like that was exactly, you should feel confident. If I'm an OSU fan, I'm saying we're gonna win Saturday. But can we lose? Absolutely. This is a rival. Anything plus you on the road, right? Plus they're supposed to be the forecast, supposed to be snow and not little Mickey Mouse. It might. So that for a team that relies on the pass, which you guys do, that slows it down. You know, not still saying you can't win the game. This might be the game at for round, and you guys run for 200 yards, and you be like, yo, bro, we spoke about their run game being mid, and look what it did to us today. So the rivalry, it's always the case of the unknown, right? You just don't know sometimes what's going to happen. And that's the beauty about the rivalry. It's called the game for a reason. No disrespect to Bama, Auburn. No disrespect.
No, pause. I'm disrespecting Auburn and Alabama. I swear I am. Because I saw a question out there. Like I saw Brooks Austin say, what did he tweet? He tweeted, if people want to know who the greatest rivalry is, all we got to do is get Caleb down some truth serum and ask him. And it's like, we already did. You know, when Caleb Downs was in high school, he was committed to Alabama. You know what game he went to rivalry weekend?
Michigan.
Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah.
So he told us that that's the best rivalry. So I'm disrespecting Auburn and Alabama. No one cares about that rivalry except people in the South. So, y'all like Auburn's been relevant 3 times the last 20 years. Like I'm disrespecting that.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And at the end of the day, what was the saying Jay-Z said? Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. After Saturday, you're gonna see the highest the most watched regular season game this year.
Bingo.
I guarantee. Yeah. Guarantee. So that says the whole thing, you know. So let me ask, Kris, just we know obviously you're an OSU fan, but for Michigan, what do you think is it that Michigan has to do in order to beat your team? Just looking at it as a fan of the sport.
You know, it's funny because I think, and I was talking to Johnny about this, I think this game could be like a Freaky Friday kind of thing. How healthy is Jordan Marshall?
I think he's close to 100%, actually, from what I've been hearing.
I don't know.
Your coach lied about that, so I don't know.
I don't know. Did the coach say? Did he say that? Did he come out and say that? Because I don't. You're right about him, by the way. I don't even pay attention to what he says about injuries and stuff like that anymore. But I actually have heard that from other people.
Like 70%, maybe 70%.
So you got to wonder if he's not good enough for a full workload. You guys are a running team. I know you guys have the Cuz kid or whatever, but are you going to try to get Are you guys going to try to get the freshman involved, Andrew Marsh? And like for us, we like to throw the ball, but if our 2 guys are kind of dinged up, are we going to be the team that wants to run the ball with Bo Jackson? I think this could be a case of like whose true freshmen play better, right?
Okay,
like you have 2 true freshmen, Underwood and Marsh, who are going to be huge key contributors, right?
Right.
Huge. We have 2 true freshmen too. Bo Jackson, Isaiah West, both true freshmen on a team that we like to throw the ball. Those guys might not be healthy. And then also, Lorenzo Styles looks like that collarbone is messed up. And if he's out, we start a true freshman at corner to go across Andrew Marsh. So this could be a who's true freshman or better. And that's why that is the storyline I'm at. Because here we go. If someone asks me, it's like, all right, what does Michigan have to do for them to win this game? Their 2 true freshmen have to outplay the Ohio State 2 true freshmen. And do you guys have a true freshman starting corner also?
We do. Well, he doesn't start.
He plays a lot. I see him on TV a lot. I do watch y'all.
Right.
Yeah. You guys got Devin Sanchez, right? He starts as corner. and he's a true freshman.
He
And
doesn't start though, right?
No, he doesn't
Yeah,
start. This will be his first start.
Yeah.
So all right,
Plays a lot.
so all right, so hold on. So Iggy, it's
And
Jermaine
Matthews.
and the third corner.
Well, Lorenzo Styles, but he got dinged up last game. That's
Lorenzo
why. Yeah.
Styles, yeah, yes, okay. I see.
So this is interesting. This is good because I've had Andrew Marsh on the show a couple times, right? I got Andrew Marsh's number.
That's a crazy flex. You have to name drop on me like that.
I'm just something slight.
Get in here. He said,
Something slight. But I just wanted to point this out because the last time we had him on the show, I brought up your man Devin Sanchez, both of them being from Texas, both of them being from the Houston area. And he said basically, listen, Devin know my body. If he out there in front of me, he can get this work too. I loved it as a Michigan fan. What say you?
What do you mean by that? I don't know how these young kids talk trash. I don't know what that means.
I think that's what I guess he was alluding to, Chris. Like he know my game. He know what I'm about.
Right.
My body of work.
Right. Well, by the way, he didn't say. Let me clear up something. Andrew didn't say he know my body. That's me.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm just gonna.
But he did say. Okay. Exactly. Yeah.
You know the body of work. I
exactly.
Like that. All right. Got it. No, honestly, I didn't know that. So thank you for that. I'll take that, and I got it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that just adds even more to it. I mean, true freshmen from Texas matched up against each other, obviously going to play a lot, and it's going to be in a couple key moments because Michigan and Ohio State, they both play game control this year, and they both play short the game. So that means every time Andrew Marsh gets a target, that's going to be a bigger and a bigger moment. So, I mean, again, like if Michigan wants to beat Ohio State, their true freshmen have to play better than Ohio State's true freshmen. The difference is our true freshmen are just better than y'all.
Stop it. I want you to stop it right now.
Cut it out.
What? Wait, who's got the best true freshman?
We've got the best true freshman.
Wait, who's got the single best true freshman on the field?
We do.
Our true freshman is better than your starting running back.
Oh,
hey, bro, back up from the camera.
Stop not backing. No, I'm not backing up. Bo Jackson, Jordan Marshall.
No, he's not. No,
yes,
he's not.
Guys,
no, he's not.
Based on what?
No, he's not.
Huh?
No, he's not.
Based on what?
Right? Who averages more yards per carry?
It don't matter.
Bro,
why doesn't it matter? No, talk to me.
Okay. Since you want to do that, who has to face more stack boxes?
That's the only argument that I was not prepared for.
Exactly.
You got it, Bucko.
All right.
Second, who's got to deal with the? Never mind. I'm not about to give you guys that one.
No, listen. By the way, he's got to deal with more stacked boxes. Nobody's stacking the box on Ohio State because who's gonna be on the island with these monsters, right? Like, come on, man.
I heard y'all.
They like one man in the box.
I heard y'all following. Chill on my boxes. They pack it in sometimes. Relax, because we run a lot of 3 tight end looks too. But hey, look, I just got a quick question. Just a quick question. I heard y'all been falling in love with man-to-man coverage. Say it ain't so.
Right, hey, listen. Don Brown will pay for his war crimes against the University of Michigan.
I'm dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his ass.
Y'all didn't play man-to-man a lot last week?
We played some.
We did
last week. Yeah. We got caught a couple times too. If the quarterback was a little better, we might be in a little. It might be different.
Y'all feel good? Y'all gonna do that against us, or y'all cool?
We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna mix it up. Don't worry about what we gonna do.
No, listen. You can't listen. You know how it is, man. You can't play scared. So Michigan's gonna have to. This is Kris, as you know. This is the game where you make money, Kris. These corners for Michigan can make a lot of money Saturday. Our D-line can make a lot of money Saturday in this upcoming drive. This is the game, Kris, even for the guys that are already future first-round picks like Caleb Downs and Arvell Reese. Because Arvell Reese last year in the game, he was caca-doodle. He was just running last year in the game.
He barely played in the game. He wasn't even starting last year.
You know what's my favorite? But he was in the game, Kris.
No, he wasn't.
He was playing. You want to go to the Khalil Mullins run. Guess who's running for him? Number 20. He had number 20 last year. Arvell Reed. Yeah, man. You should know. That's the play they clipped you. That's the play they clipped you.
Stop studying my team, bro. Damn, chill.
Yeah. They squabbling out there now. Yeah.
Hey,
Listen, hold on.
Stop studying my team. I really hate Maniac, bro.
Nobody.
Yeah. I love
Maniac is good over here. He's good. He knows his football. Y'all be trying to act like he
I know.
I tried,
and it's funny because I tried to pull a fast one because a lot of people don't remember that he was number 20 last year. So I be trying to
right.
I be trying to gaslight Michigan fans.
That's crazy. Hey, by the way, I watched the latest Minister Sports before y'all got banned, and y'all was talking a little spicy about Bryce. All right. I don't appreciate the way y'all were talking about Bryce Underwood, like he is the weak link, like he can't make all of the throws out there. Bryce Underwood is him, and y'all gonna know it on Saturday.
Not only is he the weak link, he's the weakest link on the whole football field. He's going
Stop
to be
it right
the
now.
worst player, and there's going to be 22 guys out there at a time. He's going to be the worst at his job. He's
okay.
He stinks.
All right.
You know,
if you say
he stinks.
No, he smells like expensive cologne. Very good. Your team smell like Old Navy cologne. Get out of here. We Macy's over here.
Bryce Underwood stinks.
All right. So let me ask you this though. See, this is the difference right now, right? Between a Bryce and your man Julian saying. Statistically, it's not even a debate. We're not gonna go there. But Bryce, he's been in more clutch moments than your man Julian saying. He has to walk through more fire this year. So to me, he's more mentally prepared for this game than anybody in that damn field.
Maniac.
Absolutely. You can't tell me he's gonna be the worst. When we've been to Oklahoma, we got punched in the effing mouth. Right, it's like a fight. They didn't knock us out, but bro, we came out with the cookie, bloody nose, and we licked our wounds. Yeah. Then had another title fight. We fought USC, same shit. This one they dropped us. They didn't knock us out, but we did take the knee early in the fight and got up. No, this is.
Y'all tapped out. That was Ryan Garcia versus Tank. One body shot. I want no more, OG.
It was bad. The USC game was ugly.
Maniac. Yeah. You said that he's walked through more fires, and that's true. But do you get credit for walking in fires that you started?
Say that again. Does he get credit?
Why are you giving him credit for walking in fires that he started? He
but Kris,
and then walk through it. That's not on. That's on him.
Kris, that's part of being mature, growing as a true
First of all, but we can't blame him for the Oklahoma. He didn't start that fire.
Everything, but hold on, because it's easy, right? No, I get where Kris is coming, right? Because it starts and ends with the quarterback, right? Everything's the quarterback. He is the engine of the offense. There's no doubt about that. So, yes, Underwood has done things that it's head scratcher. But again, true freshman. He doesn't have elite receivers like other programs. So this guy's learning on the job. Now, by it, he did put some pressure on himself when he said, "You never seen a freshman like me." And shout to Mays, shout to Johnny, and shout to myself. When we was on Johnny's Live, and we were talking about this, we was like, yo, I don't like this. I like to see first before you talk. Mm-hmm. And then people in the chat, my fellow Michigan fans, which again, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Oh, no, I like that shit. That's what I'm talking about. And then look. But you know what, Kris? Before I let you go, I think at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter what happened the last 11 weeks. What he does Saturday is what matters. That's it. Yeah. Now he going there, 3 interceptions, 9 for 21. Oh, man. Y'all forget about it. Y'all gonna cook us to forever. But if he go in there and he put that cape on, he come with the Batmobile, it's gonna be busy. But his legs, Kris, if we're gonna win this game, Bryce Underwood's legs is gonna be a key component of us winning this game. He's gonna have to run.
1,000%. A couple things on Bryce Underwood, and I had those comments about him being terrible. And the reason I feel comfortable making those comments about him, the reason that's a part of my identity when talking about Bryce, is solely because he said he'd never seen a freshman like me, and it's solely because he said he told my guy Braun that it's over for Ohio State. Like if those two things didn't happen, I wouldn't be this hard on him because I like the style quarterback he is. He's definitely shouldn't be playing though, just for the record. Just I want to put that out there. Here's where I'm at with Underwood. I think he's horrible. I think he can throw you out of a game. But talent-wise, I think he's really talented. And it worries me a little bit because I think the most dangerous player in this game, both sides, is him because he thinks he's Michael Jordan. And when you think you're Michael Jordan and you catch fire even for a half, it could look dangerous because you're the kind of person that rises in a moment because you think you're Michael. And so I think he's dangerous and have the perfect personality for this game because any other quarterback, I would say, if they had, as many interceptions as him, they'd be going into this game nervous. I legit feel like he's not going into this game nervous at all, that he thinks he is chosen. And I think that's what makes him dangerous. It's like that. I know y'all hoop before. It's like when y'all hoop and this one dude who really isn't that good, but a streaky shooter, and he gets hot because it's just it's like, oh shit, like, bro, like bro's got it. And so that's what he strikes me as in terms of
doubt.
Like he strikes me as a riser, a moment riser, and I want to see it, and that's the only thing that worries me.
We're not done with this topic. But before we get to the final act, real quick.
Yo, this Dre Fame. I'm rocking with the Maze Madman. Y'all gotta follow him and tune in. If y'all don't, I'm upset.
That's I like that.
All right. Real quick, shout out to Dev, Buckeye Boys, where I'll be on Friday. Best rivalry in all sports. Much football hate, fellas. I'm not saying the last part. Shout out to him. Thanks for the $5. $5 from JOJ. Until further notice, Kris can't come to the cookout. Go blue. Go blue. All right.
Until further notice, Johnny can't wear buffs.
All right, real quick, because I'm not done with this Bryce thing. Y'all act like Bryce is out here with more interceptions than touchdowns, like he's completing just 50% of his passes. By the way, speaking of clutch moments, he had a clutch drive against Northwestern. Granted, he might have put us in that fire. I'm not gonna get out of that.
M3, you go, man. You go a clutch drive against Northwestern. Whoop-de-doo.
It was no, we had to have it though.
I'm just saying, like a clutch drive against a bunch of teachers, engineers, doctors, and scientists. Give me a break.
So it's better if it's if it's against a bunch of those dudes with the football degree at Ohio State.
Yeah,
at least they're NFL players. A comeback against some NFL players. You came back against Mrs. Rogers.
Okay.
No. Don't do Northwestern like that. That was a decent football team.
Or what? Northwestern? Do Northwestern fans exist? Are they gonna come get me? Tell them I'm in Akron.
They're definitely not. They definitely don't exist. But Northwestern to beat some of the teams y'all beat this year.
They only have 9.
A dog walk some of the teams y'all beat this year.
No, look. This is what I'll say. Yes, if we're looking at it, he needs that, Kris. He needs that for his confidence, and right? You said you're a big baseball fan. Bro, everything is a mental thing. When the hitter's going through a slump, he's not hitting the ball. It's not because he sucks. It's because mentally something is off right there, right? And once he gets that hit, here we go. Something just clicks in the mind and it's bing, bing, bing. It's out the park. So same thing with Bryce. These are things Bryce needs. Whether it's going to come to help him Saturday or even for the future. He knows I can lead my team to a win. It doesn't matter who it was. It could have been Burger King Tech. It could have been Chick-fil-A Nights. We don't care. Long as he did it. That's what matters.
You know who saved y'all season, man?
Who?
Marsh.
No,
who?
The interim. Biff.
How he save our season?
Oh, yeah.
No, maniac. No, maniac. How did he save the season?
Because I did a whole piece on this. When Sharon Moore was the head coach the first time around, you guys refused to run Underwood on any design runs. You guys then lost the game to Oklahoma, and you guys should have took care of them. You didn't run Bryce Underwood. Bryce Underwood had negative rushing yards that game, I believe. I did a whole piece on it. And then when Biff took over, It was let's run Underwood. And all of a sudden the offense, you could see it. He was the only guy that was okay with having Underwood open up the full toolbox. And I think it will be the case because when Bryce Underwood threw that block week 1, what does Sharon Moore say after the game?
He didn't like it. He
didn't like it.
Right.
Didn't like it. He's taking away the toolbox. Interim coach comes in. He got nothing. He's not coaching for the season. He's coaching for that game. Let's go. Let's go do it. Let's go see what we got. Opens up the whole toolbox. And because of that, from that moment on, you guys let Bryce Underwood get 2 to 3 first downs every single game. And those always come back to help you guys. The teams that also went through the same thing. Look, Oklahoma knew we have to run John Mateer to beat Michigan. We have to keep us on schedule to pick us up an extra first down. We saw it with Haynes King. I mean Haynes King, Georgia Tech, they have to use him to pick up first downs. Gunnar Stockton, they can't just throw the ball. They have to use him to pick up first downs. If you can buy 2 to 3 first downs every single game, that helps. And the only one that believed in it on accident or on purpose was the interim. And then when Sharon Moore got back, what did you guys start doing more?
Let me ask you a question though. This is because I feel like
what did you guys start doing more?
They ran Bryce Moore. Hold on though, because I feel like you're being a little intellectually dishonest here.
Ooh,
all right. Here we go. Against Oklahoma's defense coached by Brett Venables, who in that game called the defense himself. Do you think it would have been wise, right? And I'm not saying, by the way, there's no proof that Sharon held him back and said, don't do this. But I get it. It does. Optically, it looks that way.
Read between the lines. We can read.
Sure, absolutely. I'm giving you that grace. However, what I am saying, though, does it make sense, though, to in that moment, what's that, game 2 of the season?
Yeah.
Game 2 to say, you know what, kid, in your second ever start against these guys who are, by the way, they were hitting out there. And you could tell that by play 3, they weren't here to play with Michigan. Is it wise to run your freshman quarterback against a team like that in his second ever start? And by the way, and why I say you're being a little intellectually dishonest is because it was game 2. Sharon Moore missed one game, the next game after that, and then was back. So I just feel like it was too early in the season to say, oh, this is something Sharon was against.
Let's go a step further. I'm pulling up a game log because I've done this before. This is good. I like this. This is what we like. All right. What games did Sharon Moore miss?
He missed one game.
Week 2 and 3. Week 2 and he missed 2 games.
It was 3. It had to be like 3 and 4 then. Right?
Okay, he missed the Nebraska.
Yeah, right, here we go. He missed CMU Nebraska. Here are the games that Sharon Moore was in charge of, not him. 2 carries, 3 carries. The games that all of a sudden it was the interim, we go 9 carries, 8 carries. Then Sharon Moore takes back over. 5 carries, 5 carries, lost to USC. Then the come to Jesus meeting. And then the next game, 7 carries, 7 carries, 9 carries, 8 carries. It took the loss. I'm not being dishonest. I'm being 100% honest. It took the loss. They ran him a little bit more. And then they realized, wait a second, he's not good enough throwing the football yet. If we can get 3 to 4 first downs a game with his legs, we'll take that. And look, I'm not saying that use him as a battering ram. I'm saying use him in some capacity at all. For him to only have 3 carries for -1 yards against OU, that is proof that Sharon Moore wasn't willing to let him open up his entire toolbox to go get you a game. Period, point blank. And you know who we can go to? We can go to Mason Heinstl, the other true freshman quarterback in college football that's kind of taken it by storm. When he took over, there was no, we're going to baby him. They knew we need him to play well. We need to let him have his full toolbox, or we will lose way too many games and put our offense at risk.
Where's Mason play football?
I'm saying the Michigan offense is better when what? When Underwood runs.
No, absolutely. No, that's not up for debate. You need, listen, this is a young
I'll get to you, man. But Anthony, what was intellectually dishonest? Like if we're sitting here and acting,
so because what I think is being a little dishonest is that it's game 2, right, of the season with a true freshman quarterback on the road, by the way, against a monster on defense in Venables and those guys, right? I'm not saying that I think if we play Oklahoma last week, it's different. If we swap those two games, Bryce still isn't running against Maryland early, and then later in the season against Oklahoma, he probably has those 7 to 9 rushes against Oklahoma.
Okay,
I just think it was
no M3. I got you. Checkmate, big dog.
all right.
Against USC, how many times did he run the football?
5 times, right? 5 or 6
under the 7 to 9. So I'm not saying he's got to run the ball 20 times. I'm saying even in that game, they didn't even get him to 7 to 9 there when they lost again, and then you saw an uptick in him running the ball.
Well, you saw an uptick after Sharon came back anyway, right?
No. It went interim, and then it dropped, and then you lost, and then it went back up.
All right. Which by the way,
I know ball, dog.
Hold on, Kris, because by the way, that speaks more to trial and error than Biff Poggi found it out, right? Because it would make more sense if after he came back and watched Biff do it, and then that number kept rising. But you're saying Biff did it, then it went back down. We played a couple games where it went back down until we lost, and then he's like, you know what? Maybe we should start running this guy. I think that's trial and error more so than Biff Poggi did it. Let me do it.
I think. Well, now we're talking philosophy, right? Like Sharon Moore wanted to be right, and then realized he had to get it right. Okay, he's like he wanted to be right and not run him, and then he realized So yeah, it can be trial and error there, but to have the data point that the offense looked better when they ran the ball, I think was really important. And here we go. Mason Heinstl, his first start. Do you want to guess how many carries he had?
13.
He had 10 carries, long of 13, and then he also threw for 300 yards against Boston College. You want the next game? Next week, FSU, 16 carries. They won that game. They were 10-point underdogs, I believe. They ended up winning 34-31. They actually haven't lost a game. They've lost one game with him at quarterback this year. And he's got carries of 10, 16, 12, 9, 10, 8. And the one he left the game early and they only had two carries, but they won 53-34. So
okay.
I also see what Maze is saying, right? Week 2, true freshman. I get it though. I don't know. Maybe Sharon felt like I don't want to put him in that fire yet to that capacity. Me, if I was the coach, I would have ran him. I don't give a fuck. I get paid a coach. You came here to play. But I can see it. Look, the main thing is this. He's healthy, right? Regardless of the fact he's healthy, he has Michigan at 9-2. With the chance to make the playoffs, with the opportunity to beat the #1 team in America. So I get it. We know we could do numbers. It's cool. But we know you said it earlier too, Kris. Mays, we spoke in the chat. These stats don't effing matter.
They don't matter. It doesn't matter for this game. It doesn't matter.
Saturday, because if I told you, someone would have told me, yo, Maniac, Davis Warren is going to throw for 62 yards and 2 interceptions. He's going to be Ohio State. I would have punched that person in the mouth for saying some dumb shit.
You still should.
Listen, Kris, man, I wish we could go more, bro. I know you got to get ready for another show. Shout out to my guys, John and TJ over at Voice of College Football. Catch Kris over there in 10 minutes. By the way, we got to do this again sometime, man. We appreciate you.
I got more for you guys. Look, so
all right, let's go.
Afterwards, you guys are on my list of people I'm going to react to. So get ready. I know Maniac loves when I clip him. I got you.
Yeah, clip. I like your people in the chat, bro. I be laughing. They hate me. I love it. They hate me. I love the hate. They hate me.
So funny. So look, I got you guys on my clip list. I've got Johnny on my clip list, and then I've got TJ on my clip list as well. And then if I'm feeling spicy, I'll do a Dace. So look, when we beat y'all, I want all the tears, Maniac. Give me your best tears, so I can fill up my cup.
Listen, it doesn't matter win or lose. I'm gonna fry y'all. This is easy work. I love frying.
Kris, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on, man.
Dead Air Sports on YouTube, and then Menace of Sports everywhere else. Come tap in with me.
Absolutely. Kris Drew, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
Shout to
Maze
Kris.
Madman channel, bro. Be sure to tap in. All right. Maniac. I say we won. Number one. Let's start there.
No, it wasn't even. Listen, that was a light sparring section. That was just.
It was very light.
You see, this is why I respect Kris so much. Although he is an OSU fan, he's here. He knows how to banter. He doesn't get emotional. He doesn't get sensitive. It's not like, oh, I'm this big shot. You can't talk to him. No, he's here for that. And that's what it's about, bro. We just here talking. No one is saying anything personal, disrespectful. I'm gonna do this, but we always gonna win, man. Ain't nobody gonna beat us. We like the demolition and they prime, baby. We clotheslining everybody off the top.
No doubt, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Maniac, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me Instagram, GoBlue__Maniac24, and also on YouTube, man. If y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Your boys stay in the kitchen, apron certified. So if you hungry, come to Maniac's Kitchen because I'm always cooking.
Yes, sir. Be sure to follow me everywhere at Maze Madman. You know the slogan, stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that maze and that lock and all that. I just don't get it. And how the
oh my God, we're shutting the damn live down. Good night, everybody.